So here it is. What do you think?
I think the body's in great shape. I think it's a step in the right direction.
Yeah, definitely. It's probably a better place to start than trying to rehab our truck.
Yes.
All right. Well, there's only one little problem.
How little?
No big thing.
We're not keeping the engine anyway, so I say drive it. Let's hear it. Let's rev it up. Let's rev it up.
Real cars, real people, real budgets. This is Garage X.
So we grabbed this 97 off of the list. It's a two-wheel drive long bed, same as our shop truck, but unlike our shop truck, the body and the frame of this thing are clean. I mean, I don't think this thing's ever seen a New England winter. Now, the bad part is that it's got a pop motor. The thing's hammering really bad. It's pretty common on those Ford Essex motors. They've got a design flaw where the timing cover leaks and the coolant gets into the oil pan. And once that happens, it scars up all the bearings in the lower end, and it's really only a matter of time before you spin a bearing. And that's what's happened here. You can hear it. It's knocking pretty bad. So I don't have a dolly wide enough to take this thing home, and I can't rent a trailer long enough because it's the long bed that'll fit that truck. And we're a couple hours away from the shop, so putting it on a flatbed and towing it home, it's not really an option. I'm going to end up spending more on the tow than I did on the truck. So we're going to try to take it home under its own power. I got a couple ideas how we can make that happen. So there's two things we could do.
Okay.
All right.
Thing the first.
First thing, we could drop the pan.
Nope.
Take off the cap.
Nope.
And put a fresh bearing in there.
Nope.
And limp it home. Not that it would be 100% right, but it probably wouldn't sound like that anymore.
No reason to do that.
The problem with that theory, though, is that I don't think you can get the pan out of this without taking the motor out.
I can prove that you can't get the pan out of this without taking the motor out.
It is the first line of the service manual.
Yes, it is.
So theory two, after we check to see that we can't do what we want to do, is we figure out which rod's knocking. We pull that plug, disconnect the fuel injector, and we drive it home on 5.
Yeah, just like an Audi Quattro.
Operation Hufflefluff.
Yeah, we'll do it.
Cool.
Come with me this way.
Well, I think I see why you can't get the oil pan down.
Why is that?
No way. No way.
Well, I already told you I don't want to drop no pans out of no vehicles.
Yeah, so we're not going to be dropping the pan today. There is no way without, at least, I think if you lifted the motor high enough, you could do it, but you'd have to pick it up pretty high.
You know what TLC always said? They said, don't go chasing oil pans. Stick to the gaskets and the cases you're used to.
All right, plan 2.
All right.
So we got to figure out which rod bearing spun. So how are we going to do that?
We're going to disconnect the ignition from the cylinders one at a time until the noise goes away.
That's right.
It's a very advanced scientific way to do things, and it's a great way to get 12 volts right through your fingertips.
Well, yeah, we can actually, yeah, it is.
All right, so if you're gonna do this, be careful not to chop your hand off in the fan.
All right, how'd it look?
I think we have a problem on what you would call cylinder 1.
Okay, yeah, good.
See, I thought maybe the noise would go away all the way, but in thinking about it, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, no.
It just kind of changes in tone as you apply and remove spark to the cylinder, the cylinder with the bad connecting rod bearing. And that's what I was getting off the first one we pulled. Yeah. So I didn't actually need to shock myself on the other 5.
But it's good to check.
Yeah, I guess this builds character.
Yeah, I heard it too from the inside. It was whatever the first one you pulled off the tone goes from kind of like a sharp wrap to more of a dull wrap. But the wrap stays because the clearance in the rod bearing is still going to be there.
Wrap will never go away. It'll be around forever.
All right, so next step is we pull the plug for cylinder 1 and disconnect the fuel injector on that cylinder too, so we're not dumping raw fuel down there. And then we'll be ready. We can drive this thing home.
Oh, that's a tight one, Matty. No. No. I got it, and I didn't even drop it. It's a Motorcraft Platinum. We're gonna put this in a coffee can, use it later.
Get my fuel injector connector off.
Oh boy.
Fuel injector disconnected.
Once upon a time, my fascination grew. I found myself.
Gonna short the coil to ground for that one cylinder. Just a little easier on the coil when you run them. Slick, huh?
That looks good. Let's take a look at the engine. Cap's tight. Pull the dipstick. Another hard day's work all done.
Looking good?
Yeah, everything looks really good. The brake fluid was good. Clutch fluid was good.
Nice.
Power steering fluid was good. Washer fluid was good. Coolant was good. And the oil level was good.
Nice.
So no problems. I mean, it's in really good shape.
Yeah.
I mean, everything's all set under there.
It'll get us home. Last thing, get our plate on.
We gotta blur that out. Remember to wrap that in a Ziploc bag before you get going. Oh, hey, there was one thing.
Yeah.
I mean, the oil level looked good, but it wasn't really oil. Somebody put chocolate milk in there instead of oil.
It's that lovely front timing cover leak, huh? That's why it spun the bearing.
Oh. You ready to drive this tanker?
I'm ready.
Good luck.
Thanks. That's actually a good idea.
Woo-hoo! Come off. Hey Garage X viewers, need some more Garage X? Comments, complaints, questions? Check us out on the internet. Send us an email, check out our Facebook, and definitely check out our YouTube for outtakes and other goodies.
In the throw, these 4 rooms, bright and iron and withered fumes, far below these sinful means.
So, you know, it's raining, it's kind of getting cold out.
Stop that.
And you know what that means?
I
It's time to work on a truck out in the woods. Now you're in gear.
Oh yeah, this is a standard.
All right, action. Right to the barn.
Well, we can take the oil filter off, and then we can take the harmonic balancer off,
And then we could use a hammer and hit the oil pan out the front.
We're gonna figure out which rod bearing is spun. And how are we gonna do that?
We got a 1 in 6 chance we're just gonna guess at it. Gonna make a real good guess. I like them odds, Matty.
And how are we gonna do that?
We'll flip a coin, and then we're gonna disconnect half of the cylinders depending on how the coin flips. Heads for this side, tails for that side. We'll run it on 3 just like a Suzuki. Let's give it another one. I feel like you did a really bad job that time.
I'll try to do better.
You get the sensor bar ready for every time I swear, every time it zaps me. I can just go, ooh, darn it, ooh, darn, ouch, ooh, darn. Hey, you know, I noticed it says Ford here on the throttle body cover, I guess is what this is.
Yeah.
And that's your problem, right? That's your problem. You know, found on road, dead. That's what the old guys always used to say.
Let's get that plug out.
Down at the old corner store, the 5 and dime, get myself a 7-Up, and those old guys that be playing checkers out front, they'd say, "Oh, you Ford, huh? Fix it again, Tony. Find the road dead." Oh, Ford, they circled and highlighted the problem for you in blue. Should have gotten a dirge. Time to change the oil, changing. I don't want to be an oily man.
Hey, I don't have copyrights to that song, so cut it out.
All right.
Sing something we own.
I mean, it's not a Honda Civic, but I guess it's all right.